Yeah, you want to try to get that circular feeling. If you're tight and you're finding you're here, then you have to kind of like adjust. You can see now I'm not exactly here, but I'm not drooping. So the important part is if you're too tight here and it hurts, gradually it might help, relax and, gently stretch that area out. But you don't want the droop in the elbows. So I might be here if I felt like I couldn't rise to here. But gradually, as we use, the muscles pulling down into our pockets, then that kind of opens this area and allows. So we'd have to kind of play with people. What do you think, Bob? Where are you in cosmic consciousness? So we're going to look at perpetual motion so that we can really see how the perpetual motion constantly connects to the movement of the dantian. I asked Sandy in our teacher retreat to do perpetual motion because for some reason I often can start just feeling like I'm doing nothing. And it's because it's easy to kind of lose your connection really thoughtfully, moment into moment, into your dantian. So let's just do 4 perpetual motion as you know it. We'll start with the left. Slipping over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll come to rest. So feeling that in your experiential body, what I want you to be, I'm going to slow it down a little. You're going to soften, into your right foot as you get into your taffy. You snake that foot out. Now, as you come through, go slow. Feel you're in your center. Your dantian is moving to your left. Your hands are going to clear your body. You don't want them here or out here like we would do a long taffy. They clear your body. Once it's cleared, that's when you'll start feeling the dantian turning. That brings your arm under. So feel yourself coming this long glide, clear your body. Now begin that turn, which brings you into taffy. So clear the body, turn. So feel how you're cleared. Now feel how the dantian turning, it not only lengthens that one leg, but it pulls your arm over. So you don't need to be in a hurry with taffies. The tendency, I won't rush yet, but yes, sometimes I don't clear the body and then I have to rush. Like if I'm here, I don't clear, then I'm rushing. So you want to get that feeling of long pull, cleared the body, scoop into your taffy. Clear the body, feel the dantian turning. One more thing I'm going to add as we do this is stay on that same plane. Try not to bob up or down. You come straight across. Feel the dantian turning. We'll do one more. Straight across, clear the body with your arms. Turn that dantian, and we'll come to rest. The woman I was with just had the hardest time getting back. And she didn't realize that she was leading with her shoulder rather than the hip. And part of what causes us to do that, so I'm going to face you forward for a moment. When we wind up to do the forward, it's a big wind up. You're pretty much, you've got your hip facing forward. You don't have it on a diagonal. if you're on a diagonal, it's hard to complete that forward movement. So I'll do it one more time forward so you can see I'm moving with my hip and my dantian, my shoulders over my hip. I come back around to rest. So I'll do it from the side. So we're in our rest. Feel that wind up, really allow that to happen. Then pulling forward, the hip comes, this leg lengthens. The hip is with my shoulder. Now my sword is out. I follow straight back, come to rest. So with the other leg, the same thing where really feel the wind up. So now my hip will lead me along with my dantian, shoulders over my hip. So I'm on my plumb line. I come back to rest. And then I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, Katie, but the tendency when we do the wind up is because we're thinking we're reaching, like, whoa, there we go. I'm exaggerating, but whoa. So you want to stay here. So I'm going forward. My arm really isn't doing anything. It's following my dantian. So I'm following the dantian and that hip. I come back. So there's no energy in the arm other than it's alive and active, but it's not energetic. It has a flow from the dantian, flows back. We speak how important it is to get the pigeon toe when you step. If you keep your foot even, mostly forward, maybe it's a tiny bit, you're stuck. You can't lead with the dantian. You're kind of tweaky in your knee and in your foot. But if you follow from that dantian, I'm going to do this long turn. I'm really turning. Now you can see I've really got quite a it's matching my other foot. Very often that's what we say. But you want this connected. So then as I come forward, I'm going to be able to lead with, I'm going to be able to keep my hip with my dantian, with my shoulder, coming back around to my rest. Was that clear enough, Linda? If we don't turn, if you just kind of go like this, you can see you're on too much of a you're too much of a diagonal in space going that way. You want to be going more forward. And very often it might be equal to my back one, or it might even be a little bit more. You just don't want it straight for sure. By pigeon toeing it, that lets you move forward safely with the hip, the knees, and then as you come back to your rest position. So there's no parallel, because when you step out, you want it about like that with your feet, not like that, because then you can't get that ease.